Unity Church of Tidewater, the modern home of practical Christianity, presents another dynamic, timeless, relevant, and inspirational message by Reverend Joyce Kramer. May you be inspired and uplifted. And now, Reverend Joyce Kramer.
Hello, friend. This is your Unity Minister with thoughts on where to find guidance. There are many things in life that we cannot explain. There is much that lies beyond the realm of the physical senses. Curiosity about such things is natural. What we term psychic phenomena has had much attention in the last 20 years. In its broad definition, psychic refers to the human mind or what comes from or through the human mind. It relates to something beyond the physical, not material. Many call it supernatural or supersensual phenomena. Phenomena refers to that which is uncommon, exceptional, unnatural, or not easily explainable according to the physical senses. Dr. Raymond Moody writes in his book, Life After Life, of those people who have passed through the doorway of death and came back again. Their personal experiences can certainly be classed as unusual. Many unusual things happen as a result of the use of the mind have been reported. Uri Geller, through the use of mind power alone, is able to bend keys, start watches, affect objects without physical touch. As a result of concentrated thought, a Russian peasant woman moves objects across a table. A special type of photography shows energy emanations from people around their bodies, commonly known as auras. The hands of a healthy person, when photographed, show a different type of emanation than those from a person who is ill. There are many things that we cannot explain. There is much that lies beyond the realm of the physical senses. However, these things ought not to be confused with spirituality, to that which is of God. These things are an outgrowth of the development of certain inner senses that are no more infallible than our 5 known senses. Down through the ages, there has been a curiosity about such things. Curiosity is very natural. To grow in understanding, we must remain objective and look without agreement or condemnation. Unusual things happen today just as they did during the days of recorded Bible experiences. Some are wholesome and good, others are destructive. One such experience in the life of King Saul is recorded in 1 Samuel. King Saul was not one of the most emotionally stable characters in the Bible. Years before this incident, through music, David was able to quiet his troubled soul. Saul was having trouble with the Philistines. He was afraid, he was troubled. He kept asking, "What'll I do?" But no answer came. He decided that since God wasn't answering him, he would seek other help. He went to search for a woman commonly known as the Witch of Endor. It is said that this witch had the power to bring up departed spirits. Saul figured that Samuel, who had been dead for some time, could give him the answers he wanted, since Samuel had been a very good ruler. Before going to see this woman, Saul disguised himself, for he did not want her to know who he was. It was a bit of a dilemma, for Saul had been responsible for killing others who indulged such practices as bringing back familiar spirits from the dead. He now assured the Witch of Endor that there would be no punishment for such a need. From 1 Samuel 28, 11 through 15 are the words, "Then said the woman, 'Who shall I bring up to thee?' And he said, 'Bring me up Samuel.' And the woman saw Samuel. She cried with a loud voice and spake to Saul, saying, 'Why have you deceived me?' And the king said unto her, 'Be not afraid, for what sawest thou?' And the woman said unto Saul, 'I see a God ascending out of the earth.' And he said to her, 'What is his appearance?' And she said, 'An old man cometh up, and is covered with a robe.' Paul knew that this was Samuel, and he stooped down with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, 'Why hast thou disquieted me, bringing me up?' And Saul answered, 'I am in great distress, for the Philistines make war against me, and God has turned away from me, and is answering me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have summoned thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. And then said Samuel, Why do you ask me, since the Lord turned away from you and has become your enemy? And the Lord hath done to you as he spoke by me, for the Lord has taken the kingdom out of your hand and given it to thy neighbor, even to David, because you did not obey the voice of the Lord. Poor Saul received no consolation from the soul of Samuel. In fact, before the conversation was over, Samuel told him that God was going to deliver Israel to the Philistines, that his son Saul and his sons would soon be with him. In other words, they would die. He then told Saul to go away and leave him alone. The trouble with Saul was that he turned away from God. When we are with God, God is with us. We need not look to any person or thing to receive our personal guidance. The only infallible guidance that we ever receive is guidance that comes directly from God. We should not be impressed by nor susceptible to such influences. Death does not make one wiser, stronger, or more knowledgeable, as some falsely believe. Simply seek guidance from God. All types of unusual things do exist, yet to seek to depend on them only diverts us from the essential, that is, learning to rely upon and trust God. So heed the advice and promise given in the words from Isaiah. Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel and his Maker, Ask of me of things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands, command ye me. I have made the earth, created man upon it. Even my hands have stretched out toward the heavens, and all their host have I commanded. I have raised him up in righteousness. I will direct all his way. Since God is ever present to direct our ways, the one essential is we must learn to become self-reliant. As God is within each person must learn to rely upon the guidance from his Spirit. It is only in this way that a wholesome state of mind is developed. Saul had anything but a wholesome state of mind. A wholesome state of mind results from dependence upon the unique, individual, creative Spirit of God that indwells all. Never turn yourself or your life over to another person for guidance and direction. Others may share their ideas with you, but the choice is always to be made by you. Dependence upon the indwelling Spirit of God will bring forth your good judgment. Reliance upon others will weaken your capacity to judge and make wise choices. Remember that your entire life is bound up in your personal state of consciousness. So let us look at ways in which we can make our consciousness more wholesome. Start by accepting life. You can't really run away from life, for wherever you go, you are with you. Accept the responsibilities of life rather than trying to escape by having others do for you. Life is meant to be a happy experience, an enjoyable one, but it also provides you with an opportunity to grow. There are endless opportunities to develop a stronger relationship with God. There are daily opportunities to rely upon the guidance of His Spirit and to follow His plan for your life. Accept the truth that you are an important part of the whole process of life, that you have something very unique and wonderful to do. It is through finding and following the plan and pattern that is within you that life becomes fulfilling and rewarding. So accept life, accept your part in life. Not only is it necessary to accept life, it is essential to accept the truth that the Spirit of God indwells you very personally and very individually. When you accept this, you will look to God for guidance instead of to any person or anything. By looking to God, you find that whatever you need is always at hand. You can absolutely depend upon His guidance. Think of how many people seek for someone or something to tell them what to do. Thousands of dollars are spent each month on fortune tellers, readers, mediums who seek guidance from the dead, psychics, and various others who claim to have a better connection with life than others. There are many dangers involved in such practices, for they weaken one's relationship to God. Saul had turned away from God and thus felt it necessary to get his guidance in other ways. We experience much progress when we start making prayer and meditation a regular practice. It is in that time we learn to listen within for guidance and inspiration from the still small voice of God within our soul. The source of all knowledge, all power, and all love are within us. There is no need to have someone or something tell you what you are to do. Accept life, accept the truth that God lies within you, and live with purpose. To live with purpose denotes that we provide direction for our lives. We stay away from superficial thoughts and feelings and seek to live and respond according to the guidance of God. By inner listening, we learn what ought to be done. We discover the purpose for life, and our actions count for something in the larger scheme of things. Life not only gives us the opportunity to give out and to share the many wonderful talents that are within, it also provides us with endless opportunities for personal growth and unfoldment. Spiritual unfoldment is assured when one develops a plan for discipline, study, meditation, and prayer. It is also helpful to find others of like mind with whom you participate in a meaningful worship experience. The power of many minds and hearts attuned to God has an effect which is impossible to experience when alone. Find the right place from which spiritual ideas are shared. More growth takes place when one operates on a planned, disciplined study program. Also take time for regular, consistent prayer and meditation. Definite communion with God relieves us of the need to seek here and there for help or guidance. Accept life, accept the truth that God indwells you as well as in others. Live with purpose, and when there are unanswered questions, when you are in any type of need, turn to God first. God first should become a regular reaction habit within us. When anything that could distress you comes along, look to God. Turn first to God. Put God first in your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and reactions. Think of what a difference this will make in your life. Make it a practice to look to God for guidance. Anything else is apt to be falsely. God does not fail to provide us with anything we need. Consider these words from Isaiah. Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel and his Maker. Ask of me of things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands, command ye me. I have made the earth and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out into the heavens, and all their host have I commanded. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways.
We hope that you have enjoyed this inspirational message on practical Christianity from Unity Church of Tidewater, 5580 Shell Road, Virginia Beach, Virginia, 23455. Our services begin at 11 a.m. every Sunday, or, if it is more convenient, please visit our website at www.unitychurchoftidewater.com. Thank you and have a blessed day.
You're listening to Radio Pan Am. Brought to you by Pan American Broadcasting, when your ministry has to make an impact. If you enjoyed today's broadcast, please email us at info@panambc.com. Again, that's info@panambc.com. For more information, visit our website, panamericanbroadcasting.com.